actually the evening.
Yeah.
And do you want to hear the rhyme of the day?
Let's hear it.
Okay, so the rhyme of the day is, these old coal stars tied the knot and help the earth. She's feeling hot. Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
And welcome to the Couples Couch podcast.
Yeah.
Hi,
Happy
babe.
Monday, Earth Day, April 22nd.
It is. And you know what? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm getting in the groove of all of this again because it's been quite a few days since we've done live.
It has. No, that's fair. Yeah, we've just been a little MIA, and that's okay. We had guests. We had your sister come. That was great.
It was so wonderful.
And before that, we had to get things together. We were cleaning and doing things, just prepping for our guest and making things nice. I made it nice.
Absolutely. You made it nice. Make it nice with Tanner Cunningham. No, seriously. No, he does the best job at making it nice.
And so it was nice. And yeah. So that's why we were MIA.
Yeah, we've been MIA with Cass, doing all the things. And it's been great.
Yeah.
But we're so happy to be back and happy to give you all of your clickbait culture stories.
Yes, definitely. Did you ever see speaking of Earth Day, did you ever see the Little Dicky music video for Earth Day?
No.
It was so good. We'll have to watch it later, actually.
No, and you know what? I feel like, that's what
I put it up there.
I wondered. Yeah. I was like, that's not the first time I've seen Earth Day associated with Little Dicky, but no, it's in the notes.
It's in the notes.
Yeah. Did you ever have any favorite Earth Day pastimes as a kid?
No, it's not like a holiday that we celebrated, was it?
Well, the Girl Scouts, we always had to do something on Earth Day, I feel like.
Plant a tree or something.
Yeah, get your Earth Day badge, something like that. Because what else are you going to do in Girl Scouts? Seriously. That and sell cookies. But, yeah, I think that, I remember, is Arbor Day? Arbor Day is different than Earth Day,
Arbor Day is different than Earth Day, yeah. And I think that has more to do with trees, perhaps.
Yeah. No? It does. And Arbor Day is April 26th. So it's coming up soon. I was I just relate them closely together and being hand out tree things, and you would just color and say Happy Earth Day as a kid. And that's all I remember from celebrating Earth Day.
Yeah, no. I did not partake in Boy Scouts. I did it during Cub Scouts. I remember that. And graduated to Boy Scouts, did one season of that, and thought, no, this is not for me.
This is not for me.
They had me camping and things. I thought,
when I had to camp in Girl Scouts, it was not for me either. I was like, Mom, I need a new troop. I am not a camper. Still not a camper. It's good for you to not be a camper. You don't always have to camp, okay?
You don't always have to, fold. I mean, not fold, but fold to the status quo.
Yeah.
You can do what you want to do. If you don't like to camp, don't camp.
You can go your own way.
They wrote a song about it. You're right.
They sure did. And you know who went their own way, it seems like?
Who?
Well, David Beckham with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, I saw this. This was interesting.
Let's talk about it. Hold on. I'm going to put my phone on the charger at the same time. Hi.
Perfect. Hi. I feel like the Beckhams have really had a resurgence, and I think it's a lot to do with their Netflix doc, which we still haven't watched. But
yeah, they soft launched themselves back into the big culture.
Yeah, because I know that they were famous whenever we were young, but they weren't of our time, And of course, the Spice Girls were, but
the Spice Girls were over time, but I wasn't thinking much ever about David Beckham, nor did I care. I was just
wasn't watching football or soccer like that, and so no, they didn't come across my desk. So I love that they've had this kind of resurgence. I think they've kept it young, kept it cute by marrying off their children too, with the whole Nicole Peltz or whatever her name is. And the other one, I think he maybe plays soccer, Romeo. I feel like he has his life together a bit more than the other one, the oldest one. What's his name?
That's how it always happens.
David's the dad. Anyways, that's how it always happens. He pretends to be a chef or something. It's really wild.
He pretends to be a chef?
Yeah, I don't think he works at a restaurant or anything. I think he's just an Instagram chef. So that's why I say pretends to be a chef.
Okay, cute.
Yeah, he's an influencer. I'm well, who amongst us is
so he's Selena Gomez. She pretends to be a chef too in her chef show.
Well, she actually has production quality chef show, and I'm not one to ever give Selena Gomez any credit. But
I know, honestly, gave you a bone, and here you are hyping her up.
Not taking
if I give Tanner a Selena Gomez bone, he usually takes and goes,
that has to tell you how much I'm not a fan of that Beckham boy.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
Well.
But that's not the point.
His dad's not a fan of Mark Wahlberg right now.
I know. He sued him because his F45.
Yeah, F45 fitness gym. Yeah. He claimed that he was left out of $8.5 million deal as a ambassador of the brand.
Which I know that Mark Wahlberg is a stakeholder. He's a minority stakeholder in the brand or in the company. So that's why he's named in the suit or allegedly all those things. I don't know. It's interesting to me, though. I've never been to an F45 class. Have you?
Yes. And
thoughts?
Okay, I was just reading a little bit more about the lawsuit because I've been like covered up today. I haven't had
No,
a
that's
chance yet
fair.
to read any. My thoughts are I really actually I have a love-hate relationship with group classes.
Mm,
It's like I like to go to a group class because I actually just want to like afford a trainer.
right.
Like that's really what it is. So a group class to me is like that. I don't the group classes I say were actually really good. Like it had to do with like functional fitness and like so you're doing like strength training and also like a mix of cardio. And in each class, you like there's like a different person coaching it going around and it's like all circuits, which I do enjoy because I
Oh,
have like a
nice.
really
Yeah.
short attention span. So
Yeah.
everything is like short circuits, like there's a clock on the board. You can wear a heart rate monitor and like really like see all those things. And I love that part of that. I like the data of it and I like moving quickly. So I
Yeah.
think like that part is really good. I think it's similar to like Orange Theory, except like you're not typically like on a treadmill just running like Orange Theory. I think like the first part of the class is like running or
Run.
something.
Okay.
No, all of these are like sectioned off. So like in this circuit, you might be doing like weightlifting. In this circuit, you might be like throwing a sandbag. In this circuit, you
Sure.
might be like biking on one of those like attack bikes. Like
Mhm.
it's just all kinds of different things. And it just stays interesting because of that to me.
I do appreciate little small circuits like that. If I have to work out, that's the way I prefer to do it. Like if I'm
Mhm.
going to go to a class, like I
Yeah.
want it like that. So I think I would enjoy F45. I've just never been.
Yeah. I actually like signed up for a membership, like was really going at like February 2020.
Yeah.
And then March 2020 happened. And I like just signed up for F45. And then we went to shut down and never went back.
Well, it wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't. Well, and then I moved houses. Like
Right.
I moved and like it's like almost an hour down the road and I wasn't gonna like go there. I was like, no,
No.
that's
fair.
wild. And like COVID happened. So like they just honored the agreement. Like it just was what it was. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I did like F45. I think it's wild that they have this many like promoters. Like, do they need that to be successful? Like, what is it about the brand that you need this many promoters? Like an $8.5 million deal to promote this.
Right.
Like Planet Fitness really just kind of sells itself to me.
Yeah. I'm like, do they even have people advertise for them like that? They probably do. But
Yeah, I
don't-
guess like Brock on
Vanderpump?
Vanderpump
Yeah.
was a F45 like owner, which makes sense. F45 actually started in Australia.
Okay.
And we actually talked about this a long time ago because you were going to go to an F45 class with me and we both watched this Australian
Yeah.
influencer.
Yeah.
And so when Tanner came to visit, we never went to F45. No. But we talked about it. So I don't know like why the franchise needs like so many just like
big brand influencers like David Beckham. Like that's a big get too, you know?
Yeah, it is a big get. And like we saw him like with a lot of like fitness gear and like showing that he was training. I thought it was weird when I saw Mark Wahlberg on it a few years ago.
Right.
But like maybe
But
that's
the
like
fact that he owns it like makes more sense. Like
Yeah.
I would promote something that I owned, of course. You know?
absolutely, but it
Yeah.
still like shook me. So I get wanting to get the partnership because you're like celebrity equals like money equals success.
Yeah.
But like I don't remember the memberships costing like that much
Mm.
to be like, oh, I'm gonna like do this. I do think it's like $100 or something. I don't know.
Like a month, yeah.
Yeah, but like you're getting like a really good group workout. Like it's well worth the money. So I was just like, why do you need? What is it about the brand? Why are
What
you in
was
this
that
business
place we
still?
went to in the mall? Was that not F45?
No, that was called. It's like a local thing,
Okay, never
and
mind.
it's
Like an Orange
it's
Theory
it's
kind of
similar
vibe.
to Orange Theory, which I do also like.
I was like, it reminded me of Orange Theory. Yeah.
Yeah, like the one we went to. It was like fitness like 3-2-1 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a really cool like workout class. It's local.
Right.
But yeah, it was in that one.
Okay. I wasn't sure. But that makes more sense. I think it was more like an Orange Fitness. Yeah. So I think he has to pay up. Like if he did the Instagram ads for him, like
Mhm.
you have to pay him.
Yeah,
what are we
you
doing?
have to. And it's like, what else? What?
It makes you look bad.
Yeah, it just makes you look like you're not reliable. It makes me also wonder of like, oh, are you not going to honor my refund? Oh, are you not going to like, it just leads to a litany of other like
It's bad for the brand.
things that are bad for the brand. Like, first
Yeah.
of all, pay the people that like, if you went to a contract with them
Right.
and you have an agreement, then like stick with the agreement.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless like something new is made, like you're supposed to stick with the agreement.
Stick with the prearranged agreement.
And yeah, he's also seeking damages directly from like their whole investment group. So that's great. Good for
Yeah,
him.
great.
Get your money, David Beckham.
Scared money.
Like
You
we
know-
don't work for free.
No, he certainly doesn't. And he threw a big birthday party over the weekend for his wife, so he needs some money. You know,
Yes, he
birthday parties
did.
are not cheap.
You know what? And his wife actually, in that birthday party, how old did she turn?
50.
50.
Do you know that the Spice Girls was my first concert?
actually did know that this because I was jealous. So jealous.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. How old were you?
I was young. I don't really recall. I barely remember it too. Like
Yeah.
it did stand out to me, but
Mhm.
also it was so long ago that I don't know if I remember it or if I just remember hearing stories about it.
Now, do you and this I know you're gonna like say you remember hearing stories about this also,
What?
but do you remember when you and I used to sing Spice Girls all the time on the bus?
Yeah.
Like we used to go to like the summer camp together, and we
Yeah.
would like I would make Tanner sit beside me,
Yeah.
so like people wouldn't put lint in my belly button, and
Because that was happening.
because that was definitely happening to
Mhm.
me, and and so like I would just like fall asleep or get nosebleeds on the bus, one or the other.
Yeah.
And Tanner was always like a good busmate, but he would sing Spice Girls with me, and I was
Mhm.
like, what a good friend.
What a good friend. I had great taste in music. What
You
can I
did.
say?
I know. Great taste in music.
So yeah, the Spice Girls,
Mhm.
Scary Spice. No, she's not Scary Spice. She's Posh Spice. She
Yeah, she's
celebrated her
posh.
50th birthday over the weekend. It looked like a star-studded event. All of the Spice Girls were there. I
But
did
Tom
see.
Cruise was there. That's questionable.
Oh, we're gonna get into Scientology after, but yeah, questionable Tom. And I've seen. Well, since you brought up Tom,
Yeah, let's
I've
talk about
seen
Tom.
this article on the Daily Mail
Mhm.
about how Surrey has completely nothing to do with him. Respect.
Respect, because like you put me in harm's way.
Mhm.
You
And
put me in harm's way on
you
purpose,
know,
and you put my mother's in harm's way, and you tried to harm her.
well,
Harm her.
the reason
I'm
she was
sure.
able to get out,
Allegedly.
the reason she was able to get out is what I heard. Her dad is like a good attorney, divorce
Mhm.
attorney. So that always helps.
Yeah.
Because whenever you come against the church of Scientology, it's usually not good.
No, like coming against like some type of any type of entity like that, but especially Scientology. I mean, we don't know where what Vicky? Is her name Vicky Miscavige?
Shelley.
Shelly. Where's Shelly?
No, literally.
We're all still asking where is Shelly.
Yeah.
So like coming against that, the machine of that, oh my gosh.
When they have all these Super Bowl ads too, I'm just like, come on. Like all the money.
Mm-hmm. Follow the money, tax the church.
Definitely tax them that church for certain.
Yes.
I think if you're like a local, like small church and not bringing in over X amount of dollars, that's one thing,
Yeah, absolutely. Like there's like rules and regulations for everything. It's not like we're saying like do all of it,
Sure.
but it's like, you know what, like if you are bringing in like a certain type of money and things like that, you should be taxed. Like especially like if you're paying your pastor over an X amount of dollars, you should be taxed.
Well, if you're buying all this property, you should be taxed.
If you're selling merch inside your church all the time,
you should be taxed. Agreed.
mm-hmm.
People don't like that, but we said what we said.
We said
but anyways,
what we said.
the story, I mean, the birthday party, interesting. I did see that the Spice Girls got together and did like a dance. Thought that was cute.
Sha la 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 la.
I thought that was cute. And David was there. Yeah, I'm not sure why Tom Cruise is there. That is curious.
Yeah, that's okay. And here's just like the outfit she's wearing.
I didn't love.
I didn't either because I don't know why I'm seeing her like black underwear in the shot. And I do get like a see-through dress. Like it's fun, it's sexy. But like with a blue, like this is like a Tiffany blue. And it looks like we're getting black underwear underneath. And I can see like your belly button in that too. Like I don't need to see your belly button and your underwear. Like choose.
Well, and if I was a betting person, like I would have said she's showing up in black. Like that's just like her. That's iconic.
Mhm.
It's gonna be black. And
Yeah.
then she came in blue and showed us her black underwear. It was confusing.
Yeah, I'm like, wear this outfit in black.
Yeah.
Black, and let it be even more like make it even more sheer if it's in black. Like that's so sexy. Like
Literally.
Pop off. It's not about like it being sheer for
Is she
me.
out of the boot? Oh no, that's someone else's leg. Because I know she
No.
broke her foot or something.
Oh, maybe that's why she's in this long dress too. Because I'm
Maybe.
like, I'm so used to seeing like Posh and like her legs out.
Yeah.
And
No,
like
she broke her foot.
so okay.
Couldn't do it.
But the Spice Girls came. How cute.
I know, that was pretty cute. I felt nostalgic.
Can we talk about your favorite Spice Girl here for a second? Oh, Gordon Ramsay's
My
there
favorite
too.
was-
I've met him.
Oh, at his restaurant, I'm sure.
I met Gordon at his restaurant. Help, I'm stuck at the restaurant. Anyways, I met Gordon Ramsay. He gave me free dessert. I met with my friend Ashley and my grandma.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was like a creme brulee thing.
Love. How
And
was the food?
I got a burger. It was his restaurant called Fire. It's in Vegas.
Mhm.
And the waiter was like, Gordon Ramsay's here today. He's like going around saying hi to people. And me and Ashley were like, yeah, LOL. Like,
LOL.
like you're so funny. And he was like, no, seriously. And he was like, go walk over there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, Ashley. I was like, who's Gordon Ramsay?
I also met a celebrity chef in her restaurant.
Who?
Miss Paula Deen.
Paula.
Yeah. She was there like filming something and we just happened to be there in Pigeon Forge or wherever her
Mhm.
restaurant is eating. And my mom was like, "Oh my God, that's Paula Deen." I was like, "Literally?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Wow."
Look at us
Meeting celebrity chefs.
meeting celebrity chefs. So I didn't take a picture with him at the time, but Ashley did.
I took a picture of Paula Deen. I didn't take a picture.
No,
with
I
her
literally
either.
took a picture of Ashley taking a picture of Gordon. I was just like, I can't.
Well, same brain.
I'm like, I don't know this person. I'm not gonna go ask for a picture. Actually, we did the same thing at Sir.
Yeah.
And like I found out later that Peter wasn't being paid for the season. I said, I'm so glad I didn't ask him for a
Didn't ask,
picture
yeah.
because like it's just annoying at that point. Like, you know, like I'm sure maybe he likes the notoriety of it, but like you're not gonna value enough to like pay me to be on the
Pay me.
show. Like what
What did Rihanna say? Who better have my money? Sir better have my money. I
Sir
think
better
that's what she
have my
said.
money. And that's what David Beckham is also saying to Mark Wahlberg.
It's the through line of the show.
The through line, better have my money.
You know who's someone that I guess has money?
Mhm.
Rebecca Minkoff. Do you know her?
Okay, I do know about Rebecca Minkoff, and I actually used to get like emails to her place because there was like this really pretty green suede, not sage.
Okay.
It was like
twist.
no, it was a green, like dark green suede bag that I
That I can see
wanted
for you.
last year or something.
I remember this bag now that you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yes.
I really liked it, and I was like, but I don't need like another like dark green bag. Like Tanner already bought me a dark green bag. Like
Yeah.
you know, I was just thinking like I need to like change it up. I have a lot of green.
Right.
And like we never like went and bought it. But yes, I do know that like she's a designer. I don't know much from her besides like handbags and sunglasses. I don't know if she does anything else than that.
Well, the reason she's in our stories today is because she is going to be joining the cast of The Real Housewives of New York. It seems as though she's been filming.
Oh, that is interesting. Now I will say,
Yeah.
I don't know if I needed her as my housewife. Maybe she's gonna be super interesting. But if we're gonna go fashion girlies,
Sure.
If we're
Because
gonna-
we already have Jenna Lyons.
we already
She's
have
confirmed
Jenna.
to come back, yeah?
yeah, Jenna's confirmed to come back.
Okay.
I don't know if I need this person, but you know who is incredibly interesting already, and we know that she is interesting and has been in reality TV before?
Who?
Kelly Catrone. Call Kelly.
That's a good take.
Where was Kelly? Kelly probably said, I'm not doing that shit. But
That's
like,
true, yeah.
but like, if I'm gonna give me Kelly Catrone.
Yeah.
Like, what else is there to say about that? She's the baddest, okay? And she gets how meta it is and how also it's all a farce and also it runs everything. She understands that inner complexity.
Yeah, for sure.
I like her a lot. And I'll never forget when she gave Whitney Port that really hard conversation. And when she told
Sure.
Lauren she was dumb.
Well, she said what she said.
Mhm.
And I like people that have an opinion and stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I agree. That's a great take. I don't know this lady. The only thing that I did read about her, other than her handbags, like she's a designer. Yes. We're going to be hearing about this Church of Scientology. That's like part of her storyline. Like that's part of who she is. She's a Scientologist.
So they put her up to this. She
She's on
had
the
she had to
bridge.
be
She's gone clear.
no, seriously, she had to
Leah
be cleared
Remini.
from Scientology. Damn, we're really bringing that up today. And I'm sorry, my
Leah
mouth
Remini
is
needs-
mouthing,
Your
but
mouth is mouthing. It is. Leah Remini, we really need her to save this girl.
where is Leah Remini? Where is Leah Remini when we need her? I know she's in at least 9 seasons of something on my TV.
Yeah.
And we watched a lot of that show.
Oh, I love that show.
It's so
I'll
good.
always support her.
No, I really like
I
her.
listened to her
Yes,
audiobook.
same. Listen to most of her audiobook.
Yeah.
For me, that's pretty good.
That's 90% of the problem. Yeah.
If I listen to 60% of the audiobook, I'm like,
You don't listen to 60?
I don't think I listen to all of it.
Okay, well.
I can't
Add
remember.
that to your list. No, so that's, yeah, I'll always support Leah Remini, and I think she should save Rebecca Minkoff. And that's the thing, Bravo. Like, I don't want to hear, like, any good press about the church. So
I don't
if
either.
you're going to be giving us this church topic, it better be from the lens of LOL funny, like how ignorant it is, like paint them to be dumb. Like, I need you to not give them any good press, give them nothing. They don't need it. As we stated before, they're buying property. They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation at this point. Tax them. It's horrible.
Do you think she's going to actually talk about it, though?
Yeah.
Because in her 2021 book, she said she didn't bring any of it up. And she said, it's not my job to proselytize.
Well, even still.
Like, you're the face of it at this point.
Right. And I think that's an easy way to say nothing. And me as a viewer, I don't want her on my screen. If we're not going to give the church some crap, and if she's going to talk about it, like, it has to be done from that vein. Like, it can't be like, oh, the Church of Scientology does this. Like, I'm going to donate my time to do this. I don't care.
Yeah, I really don't
care, because you have to spend 8 hours of your day in that church anyways. They're going to label us suppressive. We're a suppressive podcast.
We're a suppressive podcast, but guess what?
What?
We're in the light. We're actually the clear ones.
Guess what? We're on the bridge. We jumped off the bridge.
No, seriously.
And where's Shelly Miscavige?
Where is Shelly?
Where is she?
Where is Shelly?
We should start a campaign.
Yeah. It's oof.
Sad.
Yeah, but she had to be cleared. She had to be cleared to like do this.
Yeah.
So like
Agreed.
Like there's no way that didn't go up to that little man himself. Who's the guy? Miscavige? David. There's no way that David doesn't know about this, right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh no, for sure.
And so it all had to be like double checked, triple checked, like.
So I'm like, what are they actually going to say about it? So maybe they won't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, because she's going to be double mic'd up on a Tuesday, like today she has to wear a mic for Scientology.
You don't think Bryn's going to be like, oh, so are you a Scientologist? That's like what I've heard.
Yeah, no, Bryn will totally do it. And I think that's great, because somebody's got to.
Yeah.
Somebody's going and stir the pot. And then Sai will probably stir the pot on that too. I feel like Sai could definitely stir the religious pot because who's going to say anything to her about it?
True. Not me. Certainly not.
And
me.
She's already like pot messy, so at least hopefully she'll like give us that.
Yeah. No, interesting. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I'm excited. I think I saw that Dubai's coming back soon too, right?
May. Okay. No, June. I don't think it's coming out till June. They told us at first May, and now I think they're telling us June. And so now I'm just like July to August.
I'm like, do we need it now?
I know. At this point, is it even like worth it? And like honestly, I'm a little annoyed that the ladies are just now filming for New York. Like last year we got New York on July 16th.
True.
You all already said that you were going to like reboot them, keep it coming. So are we not going to get it till Christmas now? That's so wild. Because it's going to have like a decent turnaround time.
Yeah. No, they need to get it together. I'm just over like this long lag time in between.
Well, it's the first time in history, like in like, I don't know, so many years. It's been quite a few years. This is the most like no Real Housewives of TV haven't been on in like ages.
Yeah.
Like we're not only in like the SAG like backup of not having television, but we're also in there's no housewives, all the drama of it, trying to get all that figured out. Like we're in a weird time for TV. And so what we say to you is consume our podcast.
Yeah. The talk is canceled, but we're not.
The talk is canceled, but we're not. And we give you an hour of content every day. Keep consuming, baby. I will make it interesting. You give me the feedback, I'll give it to you.
Some other 90s nostalgia.
Tell me more.
That I read over the weekend.
Okay.
Halloween Town co-stars Kimberly J. Brown and Daniel marry in a romantic wedding. I have no idea how to say his last name, so apologies. I didn't even.
It's okay. You know who the real star of the show is? Kimberly J. Brown. Aren't we so happy for Marnie?
Well, he was in Calabar's Revenge. I think he was the bad guy in it, right?
I think so, but you know what?
But yes, I'm very happy for Marnie. She has like the sweetest face. Like I can tell. I always say that people rot from the inside out.
And they're just sweet.
She's a sweetie. No, she's a
sweetie.
Like
to put this over my face as I go forward. Yeah, they're just like so sweet. And I think he was in like Calabar's Revenge. I did know that they were together for a hot minute. Like this isn't new news to me.
No, that was news to me. I was like, what?
No, I knew that they'd been like together, but I just like she looks like such a pure soul. Yeah. Like I love this girl. I've liked her for a long time.
Kind of looks like a brunette Renee Rapp also.
Yeah, like and she's just like a little bit older, but like she looks great and she's just so sweet. Yeah, she's just a few years older than us.
If they do a reboot, Renee should definitely play her.
She would be so cute. Oh yeah, who is this guy?
Yeah, Calabar. That was Calabar's son, I think.
Yeah, he was like naughty. And we watched
he like seduced her. I remember that. So crazy.
Yeah, honestly, like we need to rewatch that one. We watched OG Halloween Town. We watch OG Halloween Town every year.
Yeah.
But we need to watch that one.
We do. We'll add it to the list.
I knew that they were dating. They reconnected in 2016, and then 2 years later they confirmed they were dating.
Cute.
So yeah, they've been together for like a hot minute. But I love this for them. I love that they like grew up and got to know each other again. And like you just never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Here we are.
Truly.
An old married couple.
Yeah.
I've been in love with you since I was 5.
That's so sweet.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I'm not kidding at all.
This last story, I really just threw it in for the headline so I could talk about ice baths.
Oh, yeah.
Derek Huff, how do you say his name? I don't know.
Is that how?
Good question. I thought it was Huff.
It's Huff.
Yeah,
it's Huff.
Derek
Julian Huff. I had to think of, I was like, how do you say Julian? Which I know is like, But you
His
know
sister,
what?
right?
His sister was the star for a long time. Now Derek is, I feel like, proven out to be like the consistent, like
Oh, really?
whatever. Yeah.
Twist.
Yeah, I just like, but Julianne was like such a star to me, and her haircut in one of her like Nicholas Sparks movies, I like died for that haircut, and it didn't look like that on me.
Well,
Safe
Derek
Haven,
Huff,
that's what it was. That was the movie.
Yeah, him and his wife, they revealed they do ice baths after every show. Now, I know people really love an ice bath.
Mhm.
That is not something that I'm interested in the least.
Well, you know what?
What?
I'm not interested in it. I don't like being cold,
Exactly.
but they're athletes.
Well, so are we.
At the peak of my game, I am the best athlete there's ever been. Somebody get me a Reebok and Anything sponsorship.
Yeah.
My name is Claudia
Well, that's what I
Austri.
was going to say. Like, if someone gave us an ice bath, I would put it on the porch. And, like, if they wanted me to film content doing it, sure. But I would be miserable. Like, I would be the reason people would want to buy ice baths because I'm like, I hate doing it, but this is why I do it.
Yeah. And I'm the kind of person that I would hate it similarly.
Yeah.
But like if you can tell me the science and like the data
Or if
behind
I can
it,
feel it, or
Uh-huh.
like if I can trick my body into
Mhm.
it, like,
yeah,
cool.
sign me up. Like
Yeah.
I would do it in 3 seconds. I know people love doing this. It's not something that like I've ever done. Like we've been in like an ice sauna. Like we've been kind of like in those things where it's like been like really
we
cold. Have you not been in one?
No,
Oh, I thought we were together for that.
no. The one at the Ritz, it wasn't an ice one. It was like
I must have been in a spa.
a different spot.
That must have been when I was like with my grandma in Vegas. Yeah. But yeah, like they have like ice rooms and things like, and I think that's cool, like to like cool down. But like, yeah, I'm not like going in a freezer anytime soon. So I agree that
Love a sauna.
I love a sauna.
I've seen those home setup ones too. Have you seen those? If they want to send us one of those, we'd take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like they say they do it, like it really helps like expedite like the recovery process. Like every night they do a show, like pop into that and like it helps them feel better. And I would be interested to like see how their like performance was on days that they didn't do an ice
Didn't?
bath versus like then they did do an ice bath and like
Right.
not only performance, like how does like the next day happen? How are they feeling in recovery? Like I want to see like the full like circular cycle of like performance.
No, that makes sense. So you could get like an actual read on if you thought it was useful or not.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I just like I get like, why would you want to do that?
No, I hate being cold. I don't understand how people do that.
Yeah, but they're only how old is she?
35.
She's
No.
35 and he's 38.
I think so.
A 40-degree bath. Yeah, like I'm good. Like the ice bucket challenge. Do you remember that? And people like tag doing that.
like
and you're like,
for
I'm gonna do
ACLS
it.
or
Did you
whatever.
ever do that?
No, certainly
Absolutely
not.
not. I would tell people, I'm like, if you tag me, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. So like pop off. But like you're
It's
never
never
gonna
gonna
get that
happen.
video from me.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember people being like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm
People
just
were
like,
thirsty to post their ice bucket challenge.
I know. I'm
videos.
like, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah. And it was just like, honestly, I think for the hype, it like feels like how like trends happen now on like TikTok. It was like pre-TikTok trends.
Speaking of TikTok,
Yeah.
I saw that it might be getting banned. We need to figure out, like, so if you're listening, hello, what are like some offshoots of a TikTok? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you know the question I'm asking? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. Like what does one do post TikTok?
Instead of TikTok, like,
Mhm.
what are we doing? Are we going to do like YouTube Shorts? Are we going to
Uh-huh.
do like Instagram Reels? Like,
Right. Are we like bringing Vine back out? Like,
what's happening?
right.
Yeah.
Like what are we
Like,
gonna
we
do?
want to be in the forefront and on the precipice. So, like, let us know.
Let us know what we're doing. We'll do it. Like
No,
that's the
literally,
kind of
we'll
like
sign
people we
up.
are.
We'll sign up today.
Like if your people know our people, which
Call
is
'em.
just us, like let's chat.
Send us a smoke signal, something.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Yeah, no. But
But yeah.
I wonder what the next big trend will be with the TikTok, because if it does get canceled in the next year, people will be devastated.
Oof, people will be devastated. And it's just like I don't know who's gonna budge. Like, do they actually need America's consumerism, or like will people follow suit? Will people like other countries be like, oh, this, and like America's part of like this whatever work,
Right.
and like so like we're gonna follow suit on that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how that will work,
Same.
but
But-
we'll see.
We'll see. We have a whole year to figure it out.
Yeah, we have a year to figure it out. Like until then, we'll still be TikToking and Instagramming
Yeah.
and like figuring out what's new. Maybe we'll build our own app. I mean, that's not gonna happen, but like
I have no idea.
if you want to try out your app on us, like let us know. We're happy to.
We're happy to beta test it for you.
Absolutely.
Well, should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to the Couples Couch podcast, where we give you our clickbait culture stories Monday through Friday.
Weekdays.
And you can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple iTunes, anywhere you get your podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the places at the Couple Scouts Podcast, and we will talk to you later. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.